everyone and welcome back to the Foreplay channel. I'm Bella.
I'm Jace.
Today we're giving you a guide on how to swing while still staying on a budget. One of our viewers suggested this video and we thought it'd be super helpful, so thank you for the idea and we hope it helps. You've probably heard us mention that swinging can be pretty expensive, and that is true, but it doesn't always have to be. Our first tip is to make an online dating profile to meet people nearby, and this is really important because swinging and play parties aren't really easy to find in everyday life. These sites are like a hub to find events and connect with open, like-minded people. If you check the link below, you can download our newbie guide, and it has all of the popular dating sites and apps for people in the lifestyle, and also other alternative relationships by region popularity, plus a list of swinger clubs listed by state as well. Using the links in the guide, you can get a free trial membership to see what works for you, and after trying it out and seeing what fits best for you and your area, you'll need to invest in a monthly subscription. But if you're on a budget, reach out to the site support team to ask if they plan on offering a lifetime membership for a single price sometime in the future. Sometimes sites like these run sales like that once or twice a year, and usually it's around the holidays. We recommend starting with one of these sites since it's going to help you meet the most people in your area, so then you can plan other dates with other lifestyle people at any price point. One example of a lower priced date idea is meeting potential friends online first and then going to a local club together. And this doesn't have to be a lifestyle club, it can be a regular bar or club where you can meet and make connections. There are also tons of other cheap date ideas like dinner dates at a casual restaurant, having people over for a movie or game night, getting coffee or boba or happy hour at a cute place, or really any fun date that you can think of. These all give you ways to bring that online connection to real life and meet like-minded people without spending too much. And another way to get into the scene is by joining local lifestyle Facebook groups in your area. So you'll search lifestyle or swinging or E&M in the group section on Facebook, and this lets you chat and meet people in your community. Sometimes these groups will host local meetups at various locations instead of swingers clubs, but keep in mind, since Facebook groups are free, the people you talk to might be a bit flakier compared to the dating sites where people pay to use them. There are also private Facebook groups that might need vetting before you can join, and once you meet people in other ways, you can start using these groups to get more involved in the scene. And these groups are usually moderated and usually the ones that host the most events for their members.
The next most budget-friendly way is probably going to be house parties. Like these sites, it's probably one of the best places to find local house parties, but a house party is basically when people just invite several people over to their house. Sometimes these parties are a little bit smaller, depending on how big the house is. Sometimes these parties are really large, but a lot of the times whenever you start to make those local connections, make those friends, you'll have people that host parties semi-regularly. You can go, make like-minded friends, and you really don't have a cost with that. Now, there are also other types of house parties. Sometimes on these swinger dating sites, they have house parties that are just listed that anybody can go to. Sometimes they're free. A lot of the times the ones online though, you'll have to reach out to the person who owns the house or wherever they're having it and usually pay some sort of fee. It depends on the party. We've gone to some like this that have like a $20 to $30 fee. That's normally just so they have some food, some drinks, some things like that around the house just to kind of cover the cost of the host hosting that party. But you can look on those online and also just make friends to kind of find some local house parties. Also on lifestyle dating websites, you'll find some free meetups. We had some friends who would host one at like an adult dancing club, and it would be like one time a month. You could go, there was no cover, and it was just a place to meet a lot of like-minded people. There was no cost associated with it. I mean, obviously you could pay for drinks or whatever you wanted, but it was a free event, and you can go to those places just to kind of meet up with locals, find like-minded people. And we've had a lot of different places like this that were just at maybe a bar, and normally they're not on like some really popular day of the week. It's normally a weekday, but it's another really good budget-friendly way to go make a lot of friends and get more involved in lifestyle in your area. And once you start doing all of these things, you're gonna start to make friends. You're gonna get involved and you're gonna kind of build your own community, your own group of friends, and with that, it grows and grows and grows. And so maybe you have some friends and say, hey, we met new friends, and then you guys meet them, and your group just keeps growing and growing over time. Sometimes you have multiple groups. And so that's another thing to do, is just the more you put yourself out there, the more you go to these free events and things like that, the more friends you make. The more friends you make, the more opportunities you have just to hang out with like-minded people. And that's a really budget-friendly way to be in the lifestyle.
So moving up in price, the next option is your local swingers club. So not every single city has one, but there are a lot of big and small cities that do have lifestyle clubs. It can be a fun way to make new friends and to meet new people. Club prices are going to vary, so we suggest checking their website to see how much your local club costs, and we have a video linked below that is a swinging club guide to help you know what to expect. Most lifestyle clubs do require a membership, and if that's the case, buying a longer membership, like a year instead of a month, can save you money over time, depending on how often that you go. Another tip is to see if they have a cheaper night, which usually falls on a weekday. For example, our local club currently has a newbie night, and that's held on Wednesdays, and this night isn't near as busy or as lively as a Saturday, but the entry fee is a lot cheaper, which is great for someone on a budget. Some clubs will even offer a free pass for that upcoming Saturday if you attend a newbie night during the week. And doing that is a great way to get the most out of your money at your local lifestyle club. And our next suggestion is a hotel takeover. For those who don't know, a hotel takeover is when a group of people in the lifestyle takes over all or part of a hotel, and they'll block off rooms or specific floors or areas of the hotel, and the best ones do block off the entire hotel. There are usually parties in the banquet rooms, room crawls, seminars, and other fun activities, which all depends on the type of host or the type of hotel takeover that it is. And prices for these events can vary a lot depending on the city, the number of days, and other factors as well. We do recommend checking your local lifestyle dating site first for listings of hotel takeovers in your area or nearby areas. And you can also visit our website, foreplay.com/events, to see which ones we will personally be attending if you want to come to one that we're gonna go to. Some groups do takeovers pretty regularly, so it's a good idea to ask a local friend if they know of any, or they might be posted in those private Facebook groups that I mentioned earlier.
So now we're getting to the things that are not really as budget friendly, but I would say are the next things in line if you're wanting to do a little bit more. That is going to be lifestyle vacations, so lifestyle resorts and lifestyle cruises. We'll start off by saying lifestyle resorts are going to be a little bit cheaper, and I'm not saying that per day it's cheaper, but you have the option of going to these resorts for maybe 2 days or 3 days, where the cruises are usually a minimum of 5 days. And so, while yes, maybe the cruises are a tiny bit cheaper overall per day, if you only want to go for a couple days, that's probably one of the best options. Sometimes what we like to do is, let's say we're going to go to Cancun to go to Desire Riviera Maya. We'll go to Cancun, stay for 5 days just in the Cancun area, eat some local food, and then maybe go to Desire RM for 2 nights. And then that way you're getting kind of a mixture of a little bit of a vacation plus a lifestyle vacation. Now the cruises, on the other hand, are going to be more an entire week of those 5 days where we're going to fly to Florida, and then we're going to do that full 5 to 7 days on that lifestyle cruise. These are personally our favorite, are the cruises specifically. We have some videos down below that we can link to kind of let you know what the cruises are like, but they're just a really good way to meet a ton of like-minded people. You're there for the entire week with all the same people, so you really get to make some good connections, make some good friends, and also whenever you go to them over and over, you see these people over and over, and you really make a lot of great connections that way. As far as pricing-wise goes for the cruises, I would say probably Temptation Cruise is going to be the most budget-friendly. It includes a drink package. It's normally 5 nights, so it's probably the most budget-friendly. Then you're going to go Bliss April, because that's normally a shorter one, normally 5 to 6 nights. And then Bliss November is probably going to be the most expensive of the lifestyle cruises out of the United States. And then if you're going to go for more of the luxury type lifestyle cruises, you have Desire Cruises, which are normally over in Europe. Sometimes I think they're going to have some in the Caribbean, but that's kind of the tier I would go from the cheapest to most expensive when it comes to lifestyle cruises. As far as resorts go, I would probably say Temptation Resort is probably going to be your cheapest, followed by Desire RM. We've never been to Hito, but I believe it's around the same price as Desire RM. And then Desire Pearl is probably going to be the most expensive, at least of the ones kind of in the Caribbean area. And we do think that these resorts and cruises are completely worth it. They're some of our favorites. If you guys are considering going to a resort or a cruise, if you book with our links right down here, it helps us out a ton. It helps us to continue to be able to make content like this, continue to educate, and it doesn't cost you any extra, and it just helps us. So if you guys are going, we'd greatly appreciate if you consider using our links.
The last thing we want to talk about is theme nights. If you're going to events regularly, you'll probably see a bunch of different themes. And while you're not required to dress up for the theme, many people like us think it's a really fun part of the lifestyle and can help you really stand out. But constantly buying new outfits for each theme can definitely add up. So if you're looking to do this on a budget, we suggest finding items that are versatile and can be worn for a lot of different themes. For example, a sexy robe could work for a lingerie party, a pajama party, or even a color party, depending on the theme. Stores like Ross, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls are great places to get clothes and lingerie at a lower price point. And trust me, most people at these lifestyle clubs are wearing things you'll find on Amazon or at a trendy mall store. Don't feel like you'll need to wear expensive brands like Honey Birdette or Agent Provocateur just to fit in. You'll see some people wearing that, but it's definitely not the majority. We also recommend checking out thrift stores or consignment shops for outfits if you're trying to save money. There are tons of options for club and theme wear that are much cheaper than buying new, and we found so many amazing pieces at local thrift stores that are perfect for theme nights. A lot of my corsets and even some bras that I use for swinger outfits are actually from thrift stores. And if you're crafty, thrift flipping is an amazing way to create unique and sexy pieces. I personally taught myself how to sew, and now I make a lot of my own outfits. There's just something really cool about being able to say that you made something yourself. And I'm also really into shibari, which is the Japanese art of beautiful rope bondage, and it involves tying ropes to create aesthetically pleasing patterns on a person's body. And this can be both artistic and sensual, and I often incorporate shibari into my outfits, and it's super versatile since you can create like a gazillion different designs with just a few different colors of rope. And my shibari Instagram, which is at HeyBellaLuna, is a great place to get some inspiration for that.
So in conclusion, if you want to do the lifestyle on a budget, there is so many options. I said we kind of talked you through the bottom all the way to the top, and everyone is welcome at all of those levels, and so you can do whatever you want. You can make friends whether you're on a budget or you have an unlimited budget. Whatever it is, you're going to be able to find things to do. So we highly recommend trying to do some of those things. I really hope this video helped. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe so you never miss when we post a video, and then maybe you guys have something else that you like to do that's a more budget-friendly lifestyle option. Drop that down in the comments below so we can learn something else, and so can the other people. And we'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!